Hey Pipsqueaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miranda. If you're new here, today we're going to be reacting to mermaids caught on camera. So before we get started, every video we ask a question, then your guys' answers get featured in the next video. So last video's question was, have you ever played light as a feather, stiff as a board? And here are some of your guys' answers. I said no. I've just never been interested in trying to be levitated by ghosts, so... But anyways, if you're going to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is answer this question, which is, have you ever seen an orb? I have. I do all the time. There's lots of videos on it, so if you want to see them, they'll be linked in a playlist or in cards. Before we get started, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on social so we can become friends. Oh, I also have merch. There's regular merch. It's called So Yeah, and then there's Halloween merch. So if you want to be matching, go ahead and buy some. Also, if you ever get any merch, make sure you send it to me and then I will share it. Also, before we get started, let me know any video ideas you want me to do down below, like topics or conspiracies or anything. Or do you like the nukes, what I've been doing? Do you like the random selection of things, or do you just want ghosts? Let me know. I'm starting to run out of question ideas. I said this in the last video. So if you want me to keep doing the questions, I'm either gonna keep asking questions or I'm just gonna give you guys shout outs. So let me know if you want questions or if you just want me to do shout outs. So all you have to do to be shouted out, give me a video request and then I'll feature you for the whole video and I'll give you a shout out. So yeah, let's get started.
Since the beginning of recorded history, legends have been born surrounding the elegant, beautiful, and sometimes treacherous mermaid.
Afro we were reacting to
songs,
for a
beautiful
second.
looks, and ocean-dwelling lifestyle has made the mermaid an enigma.
Again, we're not saying these things are true, we're just
For
reacting to them,
centuries,
seeing if
people
they
from
look
all
real
walks
or
of
not,
life
and
have
then
recorded
seeing what our
numerous
thoughts are.
sightings of
So
mermaids.
if you're new here, we're
Are
not
they
like,
real
oh,
sightings?
mermaids
Are
are
they true from
real,
light in
but I'm
the
not
eye?
saying they're not
Are
real,
people
you know?
feigning
We're like
mermaid
kind of figuring
discoveries
out
for the
together.
attention and publicity? 15. Mermaid, India. December 10th, 2017, fishermen in India found
What
something
the?
bizarre in their fishing nets. A mermaid. The video shows a mysterious creature that looks like a half fish and half human. But unlike other mermaid sightings we see in real-life movies, this creature is not having a human head. People are quick to post the photos and videos of this creepy-looking creature online, and they believe that they found a real-life mermaid.
Oh, it's alive.
What do you guys think? Write in the comments below. 14. Zimbabwe incident. When a vicious crime happens, it's only natural to want to find the culprit that's at fault. But there was an incident in Zimbabwe in 2017 that involved the drowning of 2 young boys. The incident happened while the 2 boys were herding cattle near a dam. The boys saw what appeared to be a fish swimming in the dam, and they wanted to catch it. It was then that the mermaid snatched them. According to witnesses, she snatched them and pulled them underwater for a brief moment. When she resurfaced with the boys, their parents made the mistake of crying. Then the mermaid pulled the boys underwater until they drowned.
What?
The main source for the story is Zimbabwe News Online, and the main image for the story is the prop mermaid from the Pirate of the Caribbean. The names mentioned in the article, like Chief Mingwe, seem to be real people, so there were reports that the area has been plagued by activity by a mischievous mermaid. 13.
Ew,
Minnesota
she's scary
mermaid.
looking.
In October 2017 in Minnesota, an Australian man was hanging out at the beach when he noticed something strange on the shore. He saw a man in a yellow hazmat suit carrying a person onto a stretcher. The problem was that the person had a green fin from the waist down.
Ew.
Were these men trying to get medical attention to a mermaid, or were they taking her to a secret lab for experimentation? The world will never know. 12. Ladysmith mermaid. In Cape Town, South Africa, over by a mountain peak known as Vibe, a mermaid was spotted in October 2013. The mermaid was spotted by a woman, who not only saw it but saved its life. The woman's name was Pisani Duma, and she heard the mermaid screaming for help as it needed to get back in the water. Duma did so, and she later described the mermaid as Caucasian and blonde, and it spoke Zulu. Oddly enough, the river where the mermaid was spotted has since dried up. 11. Cave sighting.
That's weird.
The caves in Mexico weren't the only ones to get treated to a mermaid sighting. This incident took place in the Kayalan Islands in the Philippines, and apparently Mermaid Melissa was not the explanation. In the photo taken by a tourist, the shape of a mermaid can be seen next to them. According to witnesses, the mermaid left a very pungent smell. The mermaid wasn't initially seen while it was swimming with the tourists, but after checking photos, that was when the mythical creature was seen. Unfortunately, at that point, it was too late to try to initiate contact with the mermaid. After the mermaid left, the smell went away. Local city officials have even placed a mermaid statue on the shore, commemorating the frequent mermaid sightings that have taken place for centuries.
That's weird. Should we go like
10.
mermaid hunting?
Migration. All mammals travel in packs, and if mermaids were merely an offshoot of humans, as aquatic ape proponents suggest, then it would make sense that they would travel in pods like whales or dolphins. This footage allegedly captures one such pod traveling through the ocean. Very little information exists about the video, which was uploaded
weird.
anonymously and then shared by several different channels for different purposes. There have been reports in the past of groups of mermaids, though never caught on film. Some purport this is simply a pod of dolphins, though without much more information to definitively put the argument to rest, immediately be recognizable as such.
I mean,
9.
they do kind of
HYBRIDIAN
look like
mermaid.
dolphins.
In 1830, off the coast of the island of Benbecula in Scotland, a group of people were cutting seaweed when a woman saw a creature in the water. It looked like a miniature woman. The woman called a man over to see her discovery, and they started going after the creature. Kids even threw rocks at it and struck it in the back.
Jeez.
A few days later, the creature's body washed up on shore, and locals were confident that they had seen a mermaid. 8. British beach mermaid. If an image isn't enough to convince someone that mermaids are real, then believers will resort to anything to prove their point. At first glance, this mermaid sighting looks promising, even if it is a bit gruesome. Found on the beach in the Great Yarmouth in Great Britain, the photos were captured by a man named Paul Jones. He captured what looks like a decaying body with a fishtail, and the corpse was mostly intact. However, we implore you to take a better look at this creature, more specifically at the tail. The fins look like they were made from black plastic bags. Of course, a find like this isn't going to be ignored by social media. Those who want to debunk the image said it was the body of a gray seal, while believers were sure that this is the remains of a real-life mermaid.
Oh, that's
What do you
true.
guys think? 7. Bering Sea mermaid. Apparently, people like Shakespeare and even Pliny the Elder claim to have seen mermaids. Maybe that mermaid sighting inspired Shakespeare when he was writing The Tempest. In 1608, a man named Henry Hudson wrote an account of a mermaid he saw in the Bering Sea. There was a woman in the water with pale skin and black hair. From the waist up, she was human, but from her belly button down, she was noted to have the bottom half like a porpoise. 6. Human fish. In 1943, the world was embroiled in a global conflict, and the Japanese were at the forefront. Japan had set up a surveillance team on the Chi Islands in Indonesia. During their watch, they saw a creature with spines on its back, a mouth like a carp, and it had a human-sized shape. Later, local villagers caught a creature that looked very similar to the one that was seen earlier. The creature was named the Orange Econ, translated to you, the human fish. 5. New Zealand mermaid. Off the coast of South Island in New Zealand, 7 fishermen from Papua New Guinea had concerns that they had found human remains on the sandy beaches. After calling the cops, everyone realized that the remains weren't of any human origin. It was clear that there was a fish-like structure from the waist down. This caused people to believe that they had found the resting place of a mermaid.
Ew.
We're not so sure. 4. BUFFLJAGS River. In the village of Serbrock, which is close to Swaneldam, there lies the BUFFLJAGS River. Below the depths of the water, there is a legend of a mermaid that resides in the area. According to rumors and gossip, the mermaid has been spotted numerous times in the area. Known as the Caiman by the village elders, the mermaid has been seen by numerous generations in the village and even has the most doubtful skeptic a possible believer. In January 2008, one of the locals named Daniel Cupido was hanging out at a campsite late at night when he heard thrashing in the water. When he went to investigate, he saw a woman with long black hair. As he tried to swim towards to save her, Cupido said that the woman looked at him and her eyes had a red tint, and he was taken as if by hypnosis. He had to be saved by his companions, and apparently the mermaid was seen by multiple people. If the story is true, how it didn't make front page news around the world is beyond us. 3. Cave swimming. A man known only as Suerte Malasuerte posted a video in 2016 and was taken during one of his dives in Cenote Cave in Cancun, Mexico. After he goes underwater, he sees the silhouette of a creature that has human features from the waist up, but has a fin from the waist down. In his video description, he basically says he's captured real footage of a mermaid and that he's sure the mythical creature is real. The video is very impressive, but it seems to be too good to be true. In the video's caption, there were other people in the cave, but he was the only one with a camera. With most of these videos, it's hard to determine exactly where the video came from and who was the original videographer. But with lack of publicity and information, we can confidently declare that this mermaid is
that
a hoax.
video was
2.
it,
Mermaid in
that
Wave.
doesn't
Most
look like
sightings
one of the
mermaids
tails you can
include one
buy.
solitary mermaid resting in the water or near it on the beach or in a rock. Very rarely do you have a chance to catch a glimpse of a mermaid swimming. This video allegedly captures one mermaid surfing along the waves at an incredible speed as it breaches the water. While it's a short video, the quality of the video is high enough that we can clearly see the creature's humanoid torso and its long fish-like tail. Some have argued that this video is a hoax created with computers, though there are certainly more obvious videos that most people believe. Number 1, archaeological mermaid skeleton. This mermaid skeleton lies in the National Museum of Denmark. This skeleton was allegedly found by a farmer who discovered the skeletal remains of a mermaid while plowing his field. Many of the world's greatest historical crypto-archaeological finds have been discovered under similar circumstances, buried just under someone's property. Mermaid skeletons have been discovered before and presented for display, though this may be the first and only mermaid skeleton displayed in such a prestigious national museum. One of the most famous examples of mermaid remains is the Fiji mermaid, a purported hoax allegedly created by taxidermying the remains of a fish and a monkey. So maybe not all these sightings had a real mermaid, but it's enough to keep the dream alive.
What the heck?
Do you believe in mermaids or other mythical creatures? Let us know what you think.
So, what did you guys think about that? Not sure, because half of that could have been fake or real. Not sure. So, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on socials, and answer the question down below to be featured in the next video. And I will see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! What was that?